you guys. I won first place in my class. I am so excited. I cannot wait to share with you guys the big day and how it happened and everything. And I also want to share with you guys what is next for me, what's in store for my future for fitness. So just stay tuned.
Beautiful life inside, living, moving, breathing, so let hope arise. God knew.
Alright guys, so yes, I won my very first figure show. Oh my god! It is an incredible feeling to actually set a goal and accomplish that goal. Going into the show, I really wasn't too pressed on winning. I just basically wanted to accomplish my goal, and that goal was to do a bikini competition and just actually get on stage and actually do it. So that was my goal, and if I had gotten on stage and not gotten first place, I would have still felt very accomplished. But the fact that I won definitely was a bonus. So I just want to kind of tell you guys about like how it all happened and everything. So, but before I do, let me show you my beautiful girls. So, okay, so this trophy right here is first place in novice. And novice is basically like, the first time you've ever did a competition. So you enter into novice, and so this one is novice figure A, and it goes by height. So I got first place in that. So there was novice figure A and novice figure B. So this one is the overall novice. So I had to compete against the girl who won first place in figure B as well. So for novice, that is, and I won overall novice. So first place in overall, so excited about that. And then I went ahead and entered into the open, which is you will be competing against other competitors who have been competing before and everything like that. But my coach wanted me to go ahead and enter, so I went ahead and entered, and I got second place in the open. And I am super excited about this because I was competing against girls who had been basically doing this for years, and the girl who took first place, she was amazing. She looked absolutely amazing, and she totally deserved to win first place. She has been in the game since, I think she told me since she was 15, something like that. So she's been in the game quite a while, but no worries there. I was still super excited to win second place. I was just excited, period, So these beautiful flowers behind me, they're actually two flowers. I just put them together. One bunch was from my husband. The other bunch was from a friend of ours, Vonda Bailey. So thank you, Vonda, for those flowers. These flowers behind me here was from my girlfriend, Matasha, and her husband, Dean. And they are absolutely beautiful. Matasha is like a sister to me. So we pretty much grew up together and did everything together. And so my friends came to support me, and I was super excited about that. And then these flowers here was from my lovely mother. So my mother came from North Carolina. That was her first time ever getting on a plane, ever coming to California. And just, it was such an amazing weekend to just get all of the love from my family and my friends. It was absolutely amazing. So Tony also got me a gift basket, and I got like some wine in it, some chocolate, some Ghirardelli brownies. I got a really pretty dress that I want to show you guys too. So I got a big basket like this full of stuff. It just came with like a bunch of chocolate candies. I absolutely love these Reese's cups. Like, I don't even like the regular Reese's, but for whatever reason, the Easter egg Reese's cups are the best. And if you follow me on Snapchat, you see that I bought these like 2 weeks ago, and then Tony snuck them into my basket. So This is the white chocolate kind. And then my friend Natasha also bought me this amazing candle. Tony went ahead and put my wine in my basket. I got this wine. I still haven't drank it yet because I just can't do all the stuff at one time. I got some organic chocolates from Trader Joe's. Love this chocolate, world's finest chocolate. I love this chocolate. It's like $1. And Harley Gray got me a Chick-fil-A gift card. Thank you, Harley. And then, of course, I got some Ghirardelli brownies that I'm going to get to make. And I'm not going to make these until after Tony's show, but I cannot wait to make these. These are the best homemade brownie mix ever. And inside of the box that Tony got me for the dress, I don't know if you can see it, but this is what hard work and determination will get you. You get a chance to walk around with your back out from Tony. All right, that was absolutely beautiful. And my girlfriend Natasha and the Dean family got me a really nice card, and they also got me this Starbucks gift card. And as you can see, everything is like florally because my friends know that I love flowers. So everybody got me flowers because I love flowers. So that was those were my gifts, I guess you would say, for my show. And I was just like I said, I was just so grateful to have my family and my friends there to really like support me and celebrate this moment with me. Like, it's been such a long time coming, you know. I really wanted this for so long. Like, I set this goal for myself like 5 years ago, and I just never did it. And this year I did it, and I like really did it, and it feels good. So right when I got off the stage, well, going into the show, the show was in Fresno. It was the Fresno Classic on April 29th. I was a little bit nervous. Thank you guys for your input. If you follow me on Instagram, thank you for helping me pick out the color of my suit. Thank you for helping me pick out my jewelry. Thank you for helping me pick out my nails. My nails are a little bit jacked up right now, but they look so good. Everything came together so good. I got this unit made. Shout out to Shay Creations. She made this unit custom for me, and she colored it as well. So, and the hair was from Hampton Hair Imports. So shout out to Hampton Hair Imports. And then the suit was from Jaguar Suits, and I got them to make that. And it took about 6 to 7 weeks for me to get the suit. So yeah, so shout out to everyone. My posing coach, oh my gosh, his name was, actually I had 3 posing coaches. I started with a young lady named Raven out in Pasadena. She was amazing. I just couldn't drive to Pasadena every week because it was starting to get a little taxing as far as like the schedule and stuff. And then I had another young lady here, Jen, who was absolutely amazing too. She's a little bit closer to me, but then she went out of town and I needed to find another posing coach. And I found this man named Kenny. My actual like nutrition coach referred him to me, and he was amazing. He made like minor tweaks to my posing, and oh my gosh, it was like a clear difference, you guys. It was a clear difference. So thank you so much to Kenny, Jen, and Raven for helping me with my posing along the way. So back to when we first went to Fresno, I was super excited, but I was super drained and super tired. Like, I couldn't even really like get excited about it because I was so tired and hungry. So I started to dehydrate my body probably like 4 days out of the competition. I started to take water pills to try to take some of the water out of my body. So it's a bodybuilding trick. It's not something that you could do like all the time. It's just something that you do for the show. So the way that I look on stage, I can't possibly like look and be that lean and be that water depleted walking around for everyday life. Like, it's just not healthy. So to have that much water taken out of your body and drained out of your body runs off of food and water. So it's just something for a competition that you push your body to the limit, so that you can look your absolute leanest, so that you can see your muscles really, really good. So that was the point of that. And I got my tan when I got there on Friday night. We got there on Friday early, checked into the hotel and everything, and then I had to go check in at 6 o'clock for athletes meeting. And that just basically kind of that's when they check your height, and that's when they like kind of tell you the run of the show and how things are going to go and where everything is at. And so after that, at 8 o'clock, I went to Maximum Tanning, which was a part of the Muscle Productions like whole thing, like they go around with them. So they did my tan, and that took about 30 minutes or so. So that was really fun. That was my first time having a tan ever, and that was different, but it was fun. It was fun, you know. So I got my tan, and then the next morning when I woke up about 5:30. I was so tired, you guys. I was so sleepy. Like, I did my makeup, but it didn't come out like exactly how I wanted it, because I was so weak and tired and sleepy, to where it was like, okay, I'm just gonna put this makeup on for stage. I know it'll look good on stage, but don't come close. Like, it'll look good on stage, but no close-ups, no zoom in of the eyes, no. So, and I knew that, but it turned out well on stage. So I'll show you guys. I'm gonna do a photo shoot soon, and so I'm going to recreate that look, and that will be posted here when I recreate the look, because I'm going to do the photo shoot with my bikini and everything like that too, really, really soon, probably later on today. So, well, it's scheduled for later today. So, but by the time you guys get it, it'll be, by the time I post the video, it'll be like a couple days from now. So, so how they have the show, back to the show, how they have the show set up is in two parts. So there is the morning show, which is prejudging, and then there is finals in the evening. So the morning show was at 9 a.m. I got there about 8 so that they could do a second coat of my tan. And I went backstage, started pumping up. I met my coach for the first time. Actually, I met her for the first time on Friday, and that was awesome. And I'll get into that a little bit later. But then I met her backstage again, and then she just kind of helped me through everything. And I kind of did have some jitters. It was a lot of girls back there, but not too overwhelming. You know, people were fairly nice. It's just that was my first time, so I really didn't know what to expect. So it was just kind of different, but I was just chill. You know, I'm really, really grateful that my coach was there, because it helped me relax a lot. So I did prejudging, and it was just like, oh my gosh, when he called my name, Brittany Ingram, I was like, all right, it's showtime, let's go. So after I got off stage, it was like, okay, now, like, I did it. Like, I get to relax now. It was like, okay, it's done. You went on stage, you know what it's like, you know how it feels, you're good. So I went, after prejudging, I went back home, I ate a little bit. My coach gave me a In-N-Out burger. Oh my gosh. And this is to basically, like, when my friends saw that I went to In-N-Out on my break, they were like, no. I guess they felt like, you know, like, no, don't ruin your body. But bodybuilding is a science, you guys. It's a science to how you can manipulate the body to do certain things in a short amount of time. And that's why it's so important to get a coach when you want to do a competition, because those little minute things you may not know, because like the average person doesn't know that. So what she was doing was she was carving me up. She wasn't sending me to In-N-Out because I had been a good girl. It was very strategic and very planned out. So I had to take pictures for her pretty much every single time after I ate. Every time before I ate, I had to take a picture for her and check in with her on Friday and on Saturday. So everything was well thought out and it was very strategic. It wasn't just like, oh, go eat, you've been a great girl. Like, no, let me see your body, let me see what let me see what your previous meal has done to your body, and then we can move forward. So obviously she was like, okay, you're good, go have an In-N-Out burger. It was very specific. I couldn't just go have a burger, some shakes, and some fries. I had a patty and a piece of cheese, a piece of cheese, and a small fry. And I didn't have anything to drink. Mind you, I wasn't drinking that day. I had no water, okay? None, other than a little bit of coffee. So that morning, though, I did get to enjoy pancakes and eggs for my first meal. So the day of the show, you really like carb up so that your muscles are a little bit fuller, basically, to my understanding. So a couple days leading up into the show, like my peak week last week, I was so carb depleted. Oh my gosh. And then the day of the show, or the day before the show, depending on how you look or depending on your coach, my coach carved me up the day of the show. So that morning, like I said, I had pancakes and eggs. During prejudging, I had rice cakes and almond butter. And then on my break, I had In-N-Out. And then after In-N-Out, I had tilapia and rice. And then after that, once I got back, I had another rice cake and some almond butter. And then I went on stage, and you could see my abs for finals. You could see my abs a lot more because my muscles were a lot fuller. I was a lot fuller. I wasn't as flat. So I went back to the second half of the show, which is finals, and that was at 6 p.m. I did go back at 5 so he can kind of like touch me up. I took a nap a little bit, you know, tried to relax on my break, but it was just like kind of not happening. So when I got back there, you know, my coach, she was out in the front because we had other competitors that's on our team that was competing in the show as well, but in different categories, I guess you would say. So like she had some bikini girls competing, and then her husband had some classic physique guys that was competing. So they were out in the audience. So I was pretty much back there by myself, just kind of like working the jitters out, singing Tina Turner, like, you know, like, okay, Brittany, this is finals. You know, you've already been on stage. You know what to expect. Just go up there and do your thing. She did give me a little bit of some tips when I came off stage the first time to do for finals, so I tried to like kind of work on that on my break a little bit, as far as like my posing and twisting my body so that my waist could look smaller. One side is always, like they say, is better than the other. So one side looked really good, and then I would switch to this side, and it was like, okay, it's okay, you know. But my back was my best pose, of course. My front pose and my first quarter turn was kind of like, yeah, but then my back and then my last quarter turn was just like boom, boom. So kind of like finished with a bang. Left the last impression on the judges, I guess you would say. So, but so yeah, and so the next, and so anyway, so after the show, Tony came out with a big old box of Krispy Kreme donuts, and that was per my request. I wanted Krispy Kreme so bad while I was on prep. I was like, listen, when I get off that stage, I need Krispy Kreme donuts in my mouth, shoved down my mouth immediately. But the first thing I had to do was drink Pedialyte when I first got off stage because I needed to hydrate my body immediately. So after I drank my Pedialyte, I had a donut and I had a bite of 3 other donuts. Just took a bite just to get the taste of like that flavor and that flavor, and then I finished off one. So I didn't want to get too full because I knew we were going to BJ's for my treat dinner. So we ended up going to BJ's with my family. I didn't do a whole lot of like Snapchatting and Instagram stories and stuff like that because I really wanted to like just enjoy time with my family, and then plus my phone was going dead, so I was like, I'm not going to charge my phone for this. So I just let my phone go dead and enjoyed my family. But I did get a chance to eat my avocado egg rolls, my great white pizza, and my trio Pizookie. It was amazing. And for my drink, I did have a lemon drop drink. So it was good, needless to say. And then when I woke up, well, I went back to the room and I couldn't really sleep. I was so full and so, like, my stomach was hurting. But that leftover pizza, I had 2 slices left because I got a small and I ate half when I was there. And I took half with me as a, to go. But that pizza was calling my name in that box in my room. And I was like, forget it, I'm going for it. And then I had like some leftover fries from the table or whatever. I put those in there and I ate a couple of those that night too. And then it was just like overload. So I slept like this. I slept sitting up because I couldn't lay down, but I did not care. Like when I tell you I did not care, I did not care. I was willing to suffer for that food. And then the next morning when I woke up, I took a bite of the powdered sugar apple donut, and I left it in the box. That donut was just like, Brittany, you want to eat the rest of me. Come on, girl. And I got up that morning, I got out of the bed, and I just shoved the rest of that donut down my mouth. I was like, ah. So it was so good. Oh my gosh. So for lunch, I ended up my family went to Jersey Mike's. I was supposed to be reverse dieting on Sunday and not Monday, but it didn't really work out that well. So I had another bellyache, and I knew I would, but I felt like I needed one more day. I mean, even though it's not recommended to binge eat for a day and a half, typically you're supposed to have your treat meal and then reverse diet on Sunday. Like immediately start reversing the diet, and then I'll go into reverse diet and what all that means in another video. But I needed one more day, I needed one more day. So I had a mini at Jersey Mike's, mini turkey sandwich. I did have like avocado on it. I didn't get chips. I didn't get a soda or anything like that. And then for my next meal, I had some tilapia and a little bit of asparagus. And then for my last meal, I only ate I might have only ate like 2 or 3 times on Sunday. The rest of that donut, the Jersey Mike's mini, and the tilapia and asparagus, and then my 4th meal for dinner, my family and I went to Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles, and it was delicious, you guys. I ate so much. I ate so much. And then when we got in the car, I had one more donut left. Yep. I ate it. And you want to hear another kind of secret? Don't tell my coach. My mom had a cinnamon roll in the bag. I ate that too. And then when I got home, because we live about an hour from LA, so after we left Roscoe's, on the way home, I ate that donut and that cinnamon roll. That cinnamon roll was like that big. After I ate that, I came home. When I came home, you guys, I had 2 of these and 1 of these. And I drank some wine with my mom and my mother-in-law. I was like, listen, I'm going for it. I paid for it, and I'm still kind of paying for it now. It's Tuesday. But I did start my reverse diet on Monday morning. Mind you, Saturday night and Sunday night, I was sleeping like this. I was sleeping sitting up. I couldn't lay down. Like how? I couldn't lay down. So I was so full. Oh my gosh. But Monday I hopped right back on it. Like I said, I will be going into like what a reverse diet is, so you guys will know what a reverse diet is. So that was the weekend. And it was just an amazing weekend. I hadn't seen my mom in a long time. My mother got a chance to meet Tony's mother and father for the first time, like in person. That's another story, but that was amazing just to have like both of our families together. It was just, oh my gosh, it was amazing. I cannot stress how amazing this past weekend was and how many blessings was in this past weekend, how full I felt just from this past weekend, like from the show and family and friends and everything and food and everything. So going forward, what my plan is, I know people keep asking me like, what are you gonna do next? Like, what's next? What's now? I really don't know if I'm going to be competing again necessarily, because it wasn't something that I wanted to do long term. It was just like a bucket list type of thing. It was like something that I wanted to like just do, just check off my list, and like I done it. So, you know, it's really, really tough, time consuming, expensive. I have, you know, we have Harley, she's 3, you know, so there's a lot of factors that go into competing, and then Tony competes too. So with both of us competing, it is a lot. So I have a lot of factors to factor in before I figure, you know, whether or not I want to compete again. So I don't know about competing again. We'll see about that. But as far as like how I look in my fitness journey, I would like to put on a little bit more size and not be quite as skinny, of course. I want to develop more muscle in my legs and in my glutes. I want to keep a small waist, and I want to keep a six-pack, and I want to keep lean arms. So that's kind of like, I'm just going to be tweaking my body to how I want it to look at a consistent level, you know, something that I can kind of live off of and not like suffer, but it's like, you know, very comfortable, where I have abs, a nice waist, you know, really nice legs, nice lean arms, you know, really nice defined glutes and things like that. So that's my plan right now. For the next 2 weeks, I will be dieting, reverse dieting, really, really strict, because Tony is, he has a show in 2 weeks, and I want to be there to support him. So I'm not going to like kind of reverse diet. I'm going to be on a very strict reverse diet. Almost kind of like what she did was she put, for the next 4 days, I'm on the diet that I was on the week before my prep. And then I'll check in with her on Thursday, and she'll let me know like what to add back into my diet. So basically I'm going to be slowly adding things back into my diet. But for the next 2 weeks, I will not be having a cheat meal. I will not, you know, I'm just going to do that sacrifice for Tony. I love sacrifices, and he has been there for me so much. You know, it's my duty as his wife and as his friend and as his partner to really support him. And this is a tough journey, you know, and so he was there for me, and I'm going to be there for him. So after his show, we are going in. I promise you, we're going to go in again. I probably will have a bellyache again, but it's okay. So stay tuned for my fit journey, and just basically teaching you guys like how to stay fit. It won't be a going forward, it like after these next 2 weeks, I won't be posting any prep meals. It'll just be like regular healthy meals, like how to stay healthy. And it will include fruits and nuts and veggies and protein shakes and other protein. Like, I'm gonna hook it up for you guys. So make sure you're following me on Snapchat. Make sure you're following me on Instagram. I'll leave the tags right here so you guys can follow me on my fitness and healthy journey, just like a regular fitness and healthy journey, not so strict like a prep journey. So, but anyway, thank you guys for your support. This was amazing, 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 amazing. And I look forward to seeing you guys again really soon. Bye.